Hey there, beginners. Hope you guys are enjoying your days in the unseasonably warm weather and washing your hands. We're going to go through a couple of different exercises for your lesson this week. Obviously, we're going to start with buzzing. You're going to need High Adventure and your method book if you don't have those out yet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to buzz line 44, which is on page 14. Pause the video if you need a moment to stop and catch up with anything I'm doing, but I'm going to go kind of quick so that you guys can go at your own pace. So here we go, line 44 with just the mouthpiece. 1, 2, ready. Now we're going to do line 49. Take a look at the next page. 1, 2, buzzing. Lastly, we're going to buzz our scale, and we're going to do it in half notes. Everything gets 2 beats. This is on page 37 if you need it. 1, 2, ready. And while we're over there, we're going to go ahead and plug it in, and we're going to play that scale. We're going to work on the whole scale, going all the way up to the top in half notes. Lots of air. Make sure you're supporting the sound. Keep the air moving nice and firm from the beginning. 1, 2, beats for every note. Hopefully you guys have all those fingerings accurately at this point, and then we're working on our air to move it fast enough to get up to the higher notes. Make sure, again, we got our fingers, hips in the right positions, our pinky on top of the pinky ring, and then we're holding the trumpet with our fingers wrapped around the valve so all the weight is in our left hand. We turn back in the book, line 44, which you guys should have gone over a couple times at this point. I know we worked on it a little bit before I went out, but let's try reviewing line 44. Again, we'll break it down if you need to, but here's the whole line. 1, 2, ready. Now, if you're having a hard time with those lines, you're going to spend some time practicing, but you can break it down into little sections, right? We call this chunking. So I would start by saying play the first 5 notes. Ready? Once you have that comfortable, you do the next 6 notes. Start with the pickup to measure 3. 1, 2. And then once you have that all together, you can play that comfortably. Play through those 4 measures together from the beginning. Ready? That should help you get a handle on breaking things apart, and we could do this in your band music as well. I want you guys also looking at line 49 for this week. Let's go ahead and try playing through that one, just the first 4 measures. Okay, the important thing here is that we separate the notes into quarter notes, eighth notes, and half notes correctly. So here's line 49, just the first 4 measures. 1, 2, ready. that should all be review. You guys have gone over that with me before. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out High Adventure, and we're going to work on the beginning of that one. All right, so trumpets. High Adventure from the beginning. We're going to take all 8 measures together, and then I'll break it apart for you. So here's the first 8 measures, first 2 lines on High Adventure. 1, 2, ready. So just like we just talked about with line 44 and the beginning of line 49, we can break this apart into smaller pieces and start chunking it as well. So let's try just the first 2 measures on High Adventure. It should be pretty easy. Let's start by fingering and singing. Ready, go. C, 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 D, G. So again, to get from that D up to the G, you got to really focus the air, fast opening. Let's try those first 2 measures playing. 1, 2, ready. Now, if you weren't able to play all those notes correctly, specifically the ones in measure 2, then go ahead and pause the video and replay it. Once you're ready to go on, we're going to do the next 2 measures. So these start in measure 3 with an A, and we're going to finger and sing it first in measure 3 and 4. Ready, and go. A, G, C, D, E. So let's go ahead and try playing those once you have your fingers under you. Measures 3 and 4. 1, 2, ready. If you're having a hard time with this section and anything in here, feel free to send notes to me and we'll make adjustments as we need to break it down. All right, guys. Hope you guys had a great week of practice. Keep working on your band music and your book. Keep practicing, and I'll see you guys soon.